Hello and welcome to Live 9 News at 9 with Miss B and Fam, Angels Corner, and Chai Chavir when they are here. Okay, today we have a new one for you, a different one. Today we're talking about the income tax. Yes, we are. It's that time again this year. So today we brought in a little help, and Clear Value Tax is going to tell us a little bit about doing our taxes and if we need to go ahead and fill them out now or wait until, especially people with children. Okay, hold on for a minute. Y'all already know what we got to do. Share the screen. Y'all share out. Share me out right quick. Share me out right quick, and I'm getting ready to pull it up. The man was talking about it a few minutes ago. About we may have to wait and not send it in so early. Because they are. I'm gonna let him tell you. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. Now, this is just advice. Now, he's not saying that you have to do this. This is up to you as an individual. Make up your own mind. Do what you want to do. We just going to try to give you a little advice. And he is actually a tax preparer, I think. He might be an accountant. Let's take a look. All right. Okay. Like I said, we're going to share out.
That's clean.
We ask you to share out share us out as well as we share the screen. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Trying to pass to give certain parents additional money.
Okay, hold on for a minute. I want to make sure y'all able to hear. This is very important information. Okay, yeah. Let's do it again just in case.
We're talking about your tax
Let me turn it up.
money, and I want everyone to get their tax refund money as quickly as possible. So I'm going to tell you what to do. So first of all, I want to say that I know that a lot of people have already submitted their tax returns, whether you did it through TurboTax or Tax Act, H&R Block Tax Slayer, whatever it may be. You may have done it through an accountant. And of course, if the politicians end up passing this bill, which I'll give you a status update on, then that will probably cause complications of you getting that additional money because you filed with the old rules. Now, I'll tell you this. I know that a lot of people have waited to send in their tax returns, and some people are still waiting because they want to see if this new bill passes that would give certain parents additional money. If you waited up until this point, there was no harm whatsoever in waiting because, again, the IRS before today was not processing tax returns. Okay, so I'm going to give you an update on this child tax credit expansion bill. So basically to tell you whether you should wait or not, wait any longer. And that's going to be for you to decide based on your circumstances and your situation. If you're having trouble deciding what to do about your tax return, whether to file now or to wait, I will give you my recommendation. I would prefer that you decide for yourself, but if you need help, I'm going to help you. Okay, so here's how you should proceed as of January 29th, since it's like the third time I'm saying it, just to emphasize it, since the IRS is now processing tax returns. So if this bill does not affect you, then you should file now. If you're already receiving the full child tax credit amounts of $2,000 per child, then file your tax return now. There's no reason for you to wait on this bill. If you don't have any qualifying children or dependents, then file now. There's no need to wait. People without children are getting left behind. I've seen that multiple times in the comments. You summed it up perfectly. If you don't have children, you don't have dependents, then no, this bill doesn't even do anything for you. If this bill affects you, if you're going to be in the affected party, like you may receive additional money, then it's going to be a risk. It's going to be a risk one way or another. So let's just say that you file now, right? You send in your tax return now, then you're risking that the politicians pass this bill and then you get shortchanged on your tax refund because The new bill would give you more money, but then you filed with the old rules and you didn't get that. You did not get the additional money. So what's your other option? The other option is that you wait. You wait on the politicians. You wait to see if they pass this bill. If you do this, then you're risking that you're waiting for nothing, because if you wait, days, weeks, whatever it may be, and then they don't pass the bill, then you just delayed your tax refund by waiting for nothing, and that's not cool. If you don't know whether you're going to be affected or not, because I see that's the biggest issue, that's the biggest problem with a lot of people when I read my comments, then the easiest way to find out is to prepare the tax return and just check your tax return to see if you're getting the full amount of the child tax credit. Check that on page 2 of your tax return. Your tax return is a 1040. Check on page 2, line 19. On line 19, it says child tax credit. Just check the amounts. If you really don't know how to check your tax return, then please refer to my previous video on who's going to be affected. And that's going to be based on your filing status, how many children or dependents that you have, and how much money that you make.
When Doug and Andre came to TurboTax,
we navigated a turbulent housing market by
buying a motorhome.
Okay, so let's run through some examples. Let's say that the politicians pass this bill and you will be affected. So in other words, you would receive additional money. So if you choose to file your tax return right now, because, well, you don't know. You don't know if they're going to really end up passing this bill. It could be a few days. It could be a few weeks from now, right? So you choose to file your tax return right now so that you get your tax refund as quickly as possible. So I understand that, and I'm not going to try to stop you. However, if this bill passes and you are affected, then you're going to miss out on the additional money that this new bill provides, right? Okay, so I want to be absolutely clear about this. I don't want any confusion. So let's just say that you filed your tax return already, or you're going to file it. And then the politicians end up passing this bill, and then you're entitled to additional money, right? I want to be clear that you can still get that additional money, but the problem is that it could be a big hassle for you to get that money because it could require a tax amendment, and that's going to, well, you're going to have to spend time doing it. That's going to cost you time, and that might cost you money.
And it's going to cost you time because it's going to take them longer. So if you wait now and see what they're going to do, then, or either if you want to do an amendment, I've done an amendment. It takes probably 3 to 4 more weeks added on to whatever or however long they had planned on, keeping your taxes or holding on to them or whatever. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be an extra 3 to 4 weeks added on.
Money to prepare that on software or through an accountant. So a tax amendment is basically you filling out another tax return that corrects the tax return that you previously sent in. But I'm going to tell you this. If this happens to you, if this situation happens to you, then I will make a video to help you out on how to do the amendments for free. It's going to be a big hassle. It'll be a big headache for you and for me, but I'm going to be there for you. You have my word. But listen, if
y'all heard him, you got his word. I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you can go over his channel. He has a lot of information. He's really good. I guess this is tax place. You can look and see what exactly is going on over there. Okay.
If you file your tax return now and then this bill passes, there's a chance that the IRS will correct your tax return for you, for everybody that's in the situation, and automatically send you the additional money from the new bill. That would be the most hassle-free outcome, for everyone that's affected. And that would not require an amendment, but that's a big if. Of course, we don't know if they would do that. I just want to say that I know that the IRS is capable of doing that, but whether they're going to spend the resources to carry that out to make it convenient for everybody that's affected, That is unknown. And whether they're going to execute it smoothly if they decided to do that, of course, that's unknown too. So there's definitely no certainty on how they would proceed with people that already filed their tax returns. Now, let's just say that you're going to be affected by this bill. If they pass this bill, then you would get additional money. A good question is, if you haven't filed yet, should you wait or not? That's going to depend on the politicians and whether you think that they're going to pass this bill or not. And I want to give you a status update on the bill so that you can determine on your best course of action, wait or not, wait or file. So first of all, I want to say that these politicians are obnoxious for doing this last minute and putting people in this bad position. So this is very selfish of them. Of course, it's very inconsiderate of them, not like they care or anything. Okay, so you know that I'm always going to keep it real with you. So I want to give you the situation. I'll also give you my take on it. So the House of Representatives is trying to get this bill on the floor, the House floor this week to vote on it. They're saying that they're trying to do that, but in my opinion, that's going to be very difficult, and here's why. The House Democrats want modifications. They want to add in, and they're fighting really hard for this. They want to add in tax deductions, specifically state and local taxes. They call them SALT deductions. So this is an itemized deduction. Only about 12% of taxpayers use the itemized deduction, but the people that would really benefit the most would be the ultra wealthy. And this is getting a lot.
Starts today.
IRS is now accepting and processing 2023 federal income tax returns. The deadline for filing this year, April 15th. If you miss the tax filing deadline, you will likely face a hefty penalty, unless, that is, you file for an extension.
This tap is a turning point that shapes how teens navigate the world. It's how they connect with their community, learn a new skill, and ignite their creativity. But the internet is vast, and with access to so many apps, parents should have a say in which apps their teens download. That's why Instagram wants to work with Congress to require parental approval wherever teens under 16 download apps.
We're going to begin with a deadly attack on U.S.
Okay, that was that. So, if you have any questions, go over there to Clear Value Tax, and he'll help you out to understand what's going on. Okay? Y'all have a blessed day. Let God arise and his enemies be scattered. Come on. All right, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We'll see you on the next Live 9 News at 9 with Miss B and Pam and Dr. Vera. Let God arise and his enemies be scattered.